Welcome to the Ultimate UK Road Signs Challenge. How well do you really know the road signs you see on UK roads? For each question, a road sign will appear on your screen. Take a few seconds to identify what it means before the timer runs out. Once the time is up, we'll reveal the correct answer. Stay focused, trust your knowledge, and keep track of your score. Ready? Let's hit the road and get started. What does this sign indicate? Maximum headroom. What warning does this sign give to drivers? Distance to stop line. What is the name of this road marking? Chord markings indicate the points between headroom is over different parts of an arch bridge are available. What does this sign warn you about? Distance to give way line. What does this warning sign mean? Arch bridge vehicles in middle of road. What does this sign alert drivers to? Traffic signals ahead. What is the purpose of this sign? Maximum height of arch bridge. What does this sign mean? Traffic signals operate at certain times. What type of junction is ahead? Crossroads. What does this sign warn to all vehicles about? Building overhang ahead. What restriction does this sign indicate? Location of a low bridge ahead with indication of alternative route. What does this sign mean? T-junction with priority over vehicles from the right. What does this sign warn about? Side road. What type of road layout does this sign show? Staggered junction. What does this sign indicate? Traffic merges from the left. What is happening ahead according to this sign? Traffic merges onto main carriageway. What feature is coming up on the road? Roundabout. What does this warning sign mean? Bend to the right. What does this sign warn drivers of? Double bend first to the left, second to the right. What does this sign indicate? Junction on a bend, risk of lorries overturning on a bend. What is the meaning of this sign? Junction on a bend. Symbols may be reversed. Why is this sign dangerous for heavy vehicles? Risk of lorries overturning on bend to the left, right if symbol reversed. What are these directional signs called? Sharp deviation to the left. What instruction does this sign give to drivers? Plate used with warning signs where a reduction in speed is necessary. What happens to the road ahead? Road narrows on both sides. Which side of the road is narrowing? Road narrows on right. Who has priority according to this sign? Give priority to vehicles from opposite direction. How should vehicles drive past this sign? Single file traffic in each direction. What type of road is indicated here? Road wide enough for only one line of vehicles. What change in the road does this sign signal? End of dual carriageway. What does this sign warn drivers about? Two-way traffic. What lies directly ahead? Two-way traffic crosses a one-way road. What natural hazard is on the road ahead? Ford ahead. What action should a driver take after seeing this sign? Try brakes after crossing a ford or before descending a steep hill. What does this gradient sign mean? Steep hill downwards. What lies ahead according to this sign? Steep hill upwards. What is the purpose of an escape lane? Escape lane for runaway vehicles. What type of bridge is ahead? Opening or swing bridge. What dangerous edge is ahead? Quayside or riverbank. What does this sign indicate? Ends of bridge or tunnel mouth. What is nearby according to this sign? Watercourse alongside road. Why should you avoid driving off the road edge here? Soft verges for distance shown. What structure are you approaching? Tunnel. What warning does this bridge sign give? Hump bridge. What condition is the road surface in? Uneven road. What hazard does this sign warn about? Slippery road. What weather hazard is likely ahead? Side winds. What does the distance panel on this sign mean? Distance over which hazard extends. Why might you hear sudden loud noise here? Low-flying aircraft or sudden aircraft noise. What type of aircraft operates near this sign? Gliders likely. What does this aviation warning sign mean? Low-flying helicopters or sudden helicopter noise. What hazard exists on hillside roads with this sign? Risk of falling or fallen rocks. What traffic condition should you expect? Traffic queues likely ahead. What special vehicles might you see here? Slow-moving military vehicles likely to be in or crossing the road. What vehicles should you watch out for on hills? Slow-moving vehicles for distance shown. What seasonal hazard does this sign show? Risk of ice. Why must drivers be ready to stop near this sign? Warning of signals. What feature makes this road section dangerous? Hidden dip. Who has priority at this road marking? Zebra or parallel crossing. What should drivers look out for on roads with this sign? Pedestrians in road for distance shown. Who is likely to be crossing the road here? Frail pedestrians likely to cross. What does this accessibility sign indicate? Disabled pedestrians. Why should you reduce your speed near this sign? Children going to or from school. What signals operate near school zones? Lights warning of children likely to be crossing the road on their way to or from school. What does this sign warn motorists about? Pedestrians likely to be crossing a high-speed road where there is no formal crossing point. What is the speed limit in this zone? Part-time advisory 20 miles per hour speed limit at or near a school. What slow-moving traffic might you encounter? Horse-drawn vehicles likely to be in the road. What animal hazard is indicated here? Accompanied horses or ponies likely to be in or crossing the road. What untamed animals might roam onto the road? Wild horses or ponies? Where are you likely to find this warning sign? Wild animals. What small creatures does this sign protect? Small wild animals. What birds might be on the road ahead? Wild fowl. What seasonal amphibian crossing takes place here? Migratory toad crossing. What farm livestock might block the road ahead? Sheep. What machinery might be moving slowly ahead? Agricultural vehicles. What biosecurity control sign is this? Area infected by animal disease. What metallic structure is built into the road surface? Cattle grid with indication of bypass for horse-drawn vehicles and animals. What animals should you expect on the road? Cattle. What happens at this designated point? Supervised cattle crossing ahead. How is livestock crossing managed here? Supervised cattle crossing. Who is this dedicated path meant for? Pedal cycle route crossing or joining the road ahead. What is the function of these directional signs? Plates used with cycle route ahead sign. What traffic calming measure lies ahead? Road humps. And that brings us to the end of the Ultimate UK Road Signs Challenge. So, how many did you get right? Was your score better than you expected? Share your score in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more UK driving theory quizzes. Thanks for playing and I'll see you in the next challenge.